Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about Young Heun and her career as an idol. I hope you enjoy. And if I get anything wrong or if things aren't in the right date, let me know. I'm going off mostly interviews and what Young Heun has told us. Young Heun grew up in an environment very familiar with music ever since she was a child. Young Heun said she didn't dream of becoming an idol but rather a singer, so naturally she entered into an arts high school and started taking her love for singing seriously. The first girl group she was in was called LHEA, a 4-member pre-debut group in 2016 under SS Entertainment.
안녕하세요. 저희는 레아입니다.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, the girl group disbanded after releasing an album single called Starry Night. I can't find this anymore though besides a small clip. Luckily we are able to see Young Heun during this time, not only through pictures but also from a Raring TV show called SOS. Young Heun and her band members, alongside GGC, complete fun games and challenges for rewards. I will link the playlist in my description for you guys. The next group Young Heun went to was a group called Stellar. Stellar debuted on August 29, 2012 under the entertainment Pascal, but Young Heun entered Stellar August 25, 2016. Young Heun had been a trainee for over 5 years at this point. Young Heun was also seen in previews for Mix 9 but ended up failing to make it through the auditions. Luckily a video of her singing appeared on YouTube.
그런 일은 절대로 없을 거라 나는 믿을게요.
Young Heun was announced as a member of Stellar a few days after Gayoung and Jeon-yul left, so some people in the fandom vented their frustration onto Young Heun. I believe also the members didn't know they was getting a new member until it was released on social media. Before Stellar disbanded on February 25, 2018, she was able to somewhat involve herself in a mini-album titled Stellar Into the World that had 4 songs and 1 instrumental. But the group disbanded before she could officially debut with them. On August 28, 2019, Young Heun was revealed to be a new member of RANIA in an introduction video. Young Heun was the leader of the group as well as lead vocalist and lead dancer. But within a year, she was no longer a member of RANIA, with DR Music choice of rebranding RANIA into BLACKSWAN. She was again the leader but also the main vocalist. Finally getting a chance to show off her talents, she made a name for herself throughout her almost 3 years of being in BLACKSWAN with her powerful vocals and visual that carried the group. Through her years of going back and forth between groups and being a trainee before BLACKSWAN, Young Heun auditioned for Kiss Entertainment as well. In her first year of being in BLACKSWAN, she says, and I quote, "I personally learned confidence from Fatu. I was a trainee for a long time, so I was a little intimidated about myself. I felt it a lot when I saw Fatu. I learned passion from Judy, working hard on everything." The first day Judy met Young Heun was the first day of her joining as a trainee. She described Young Heun as an angel without wings. "I really wanted to find wings for her," Judy said in a Blit video. Young Heun was a leader that gave positive energy towards her members and tried to give good advice to her members if they needed someone to talk to. Young Heun didn't live in the dorms, or at least when that video was released, so she didn't feel as close to the members as she should. She thought a leader needed to be more stern and cold sometimes, but Young Heun, the more she interacted with her group mates, the more open she became. She expressed in her Blit video that she felt at times she couldn't properly look over Fatu and LHEA because of the cultural differences, and she always was looking for ways to be a better leader. Around the time of BLACKSWAN Close to Me comeback, Young Heun said she wanted to show a new side of her and even said she wanted to do a Portuguese version after building her career and learning how to pronounce the language better. Young Heun wanted BLACKSWAN to be known all over the world, but still expressed a want to be a solo artist and do a solo concert. "My goal is to become a group that has that much influence," she stated. Unfortunately, after a bullying scandal broke out, and the unprofessional way DR Music handled the situation, a lot of the members' YouTube videos and promotions was put on hold. Around this time, the auditions for DR Music new member Philip had been limited to only 2 girls, Gabi and Shreya, and soon popularity grew after both members got selected. But there was little to no promotions to the other members. A few days after the confirmation of BLACKSWAN's next comeback, DR Music released a sad, an unexpected statement: Judy and Young Heun was leaving the group because of some graduation system. The many years of going from trainee to idol, Young Heun was still unable to become the singer she dreamed of as a kid. So why did Young Heun, even after being a trainee for 5+ years, end up in 3 different groups, 2 of which had bad managing and selfish higher-ups? It's simply because of the companies that took in Young Heun and the companies she signed with. It's just the sad truth of many trainees in their mid to late 20s or even older have to face with the growing desire of younger idols. Young Heun has expressed this in a Daily interview. She says, "When you're in your 20s, you get negative comments about being too old for a girl group. BLACKSWAN is a team of mostly mid-20s except for LHEA. I want to be successful, so the industry doesn't force people to give up their dreams due to age." Young Heun has a lot of talent and was born gifted not only in vocals but also with beautiful visuals and a great, honest personality. The only reason we got to see so much of Young Heun was because of the rebranding of RANIA. If DR Music decided to end their reign of bad managing and bare minimum care for their idols, we probably wouldn't have seen Young Heun's bright and funny side, her amazing vocals and visuals. But we also ended up getting attached to her. But hopefully she takes this as a chance to become a soloist or even a YouTube singer. Some people might find Young Heun a failure as an idol or an old idol, but Young Heun to me is a very brave but talented woman. She never once gave up on becoming a singer, and unfortunately due to the poor and or bad managing companies she signed under, she was and still has been unable to show her skills as a singer. I don't think Young Heun will give up on becoming an idol, but it really depends on her whether or not BLACKSWAN will be her last taste of success. That's it for today's video though. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe for more BLACKSWAN content, and if you have any videos you want me to do, or K-pop BLACKSWAN related events you want me to talk about, let me know in my comments.